Hey everyone, Sandeep here from 99signals.com, and in this video I'm doing a quick review and demo of Pretty Prompt, a prompt optimization tool that's currently available on AppSumo for $34 as a lifetime deal. Before we jump in, a quick question. Have you ever typed something into ChatGPT, hit enter and thought, why is this so bad? Most of the time it's not the AI, it's the prompt. When your prompt is vague, the output is vague. And when your prompt is sloppy, the output is generic. And that's exactly what Pretty Prompt fixes. Instead of you constantly thinking, what am I missing in this prompt? Pretty Prompt helps you clean it up, add structure, and fill in the gaps so the AI understands your intent better. The end result is better output, fewer retries, and way less time wasted. And this is the tool that's currently on offer at AppSumo. As you can see, the reviews are overwhelmingly positive. It's got 5 stars and you have around 118 reviews. And at the time of doing this review, there are still 9 days left. So if you want to optimize your prompts and get better outputs from ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, then this is a must-have tool in your marketing toolkit. You can find a link in the description. Anytime you feel like grabbing lifetime access to this tool, do click on that link. It'll take you to this AppSumo page and you can buy this deal while it's still available at AppSumo. Now, before we jump into the demo, let's quickly examine all the plans that AppSumo is offering on Pretty Prompt. License tier 1 goes for $34. License tier 2, you can add more users, but more importantly, you get to optimize 1,000 prompts per month. And the limit for prompts and users keeps increasing with every subsequent plan here. So depending on your need and your usage of LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini, you can go with any of these pricing plans. If you're a power user, then you would probably want to go with license tier 2 or above, because you get to optimize more prompts and you can also add more users. So if you are working for an agency or if you have multiple team members, then it would make sense for you to add more users. And regarding all the features that you see here, there's no restriction in terms of any of the features. You get all the features for all the plans that are listed here. And Pretty Prompt also has a Chrome extension, which is incredibly useful because you need not leave your chatbot interface. So let's say you're using ChatGPT and you want to optimize your prompt within ChatGPT, you can just download and activate the Pretty Prompt extension and you can optimize your prompts right within ChatGPT. So I'll show you all this when we do the demo. So now that you're aware of all the plans that are on offer, let's quickly do a demo of Pretty Prompt and I'll show you how it works. Right, this is the Pretty Prompt interface and there are 2 options that you see here. The first one is Improve Prompt and the next one is Refine Prompt. So I'll show you the difference between these 2 features of prompt optimization with an example. Let's say I want to write a blog post about the benefits of remote work. Now you would know this is a very sloppy prompt. It's a vague prompt which doesn't define the audience. It also doesn't define the tone and style of the article that I need, and it also doesn't have any persona. So the moment I click on Improve Prompt, what it does is it gives a persona to the AI. So in this case, it's a highly experienced content strategist and professional blogger specializing in future of work trends. So that's the persona. It also gives the objective. The objective in this case to write a compelling, insightful and engaging blog post. And it also defines the tone and style of the blog post that you need. And it also gets into specifics of what the article should cover. So once the prompt has been optimized, you can just move the cursor over here and it'll show you what exactly has been improved in your prompt. So like I said, it has given it a clear persona, it has defined the main objective and it has added specificity, and it has also set a tone for the article. Now you can edit this prompt right here to add more details if you would like to flesh out the prompt even more. But what Improve Prompt does is it still does a lot of guesswork. So it guesses the persona that you want your AI to adopt. It also guesses your main objective and it also guesses the tone and style of the article that you need. So you're still letting the AI do a lot of heavy lifting. Now if I go to Refine Prompt and type the same prompt here, it asks me a set of questions. So the first thing is, what is the target audience for this blog post? So based on the topic I'm covering, in this case it's remote work, it'll show me the target audience. It'll give me 4 or 5 options. I can choose any of these options here. It'll also ask me about the specific tone or style that I need for the blog post. So I can pick any of these options, and it'll also ask me the desired length of the post. So I would like a long form article. So I'll just click in-depth article, which is over 1,000 words. So what you're doing here is you are taking the guesswork out of the prompt. So earlier when I was optimizing the prompt with the improve prompt feature, it was still doing a lot of works. But by asking you a set of questions, it goes more granular in terms of what exactly you need. And when you submit your answers, the prompt that is delivered to you is even more optimized. So my recommendation to you would be to use the refine prompt feature, because it allows you to answer a set of questions that will enable you to come up with an even more optimized prompt. So as you can see, the prompt is really fleshed out, and with a detailed prompt like this, the scope of error or the scope of editing for an article will be very less. So in this case, you're clearly defining what the role of the AI should be. You're defining the task, you're defining your target audience, you're defining the tone and style, and you're also giving it key requirements and structure. So the prompt is really fleshed out with the refine prompt feature. And like I said, with the improve prompt feature, you're still letting the AI do a lot of guesswork. So the improve prompt feature works really well if you're trying to learn something from AI and you would just like an optimized prompt. Let's say you want to learn about quantum physics. You can just type that prompt here and improve it using the improve prompt feature. But if you're using it for a professional task, like say writing a blog post or generating some Instagram captions for your business, then I would highly recommend you use the refine prompt feature. Now I told you a few minutes back you can use the Pretty Prompt Chrome extension. So the moment you install this Chrome extension, whether you're using ChatGPT or Google Gemini, you will see this icon appear here just above the chat box, and you can just type your prompt here and then go about improving it. So you can select improve prompt or refine prompt right here, and the Pretty Prompt interface opens. Again, you'll have to give answers to the set of questions it asks, and once you've submitted these answers, your prompt will be automatically refined here. Now, just to show you an example of how this worked. So this was my vague prompt that was given initially before it was optimized by Pretty Prompt. Here you have the output, which is pretty generic. This is a blog post that doesn't really align with your tone, or it doesn't have a target audience in mind, and the goal itself of the article is pretty unstructured. Now, when I refined this prompt with the refine prompt feature, the article that it delivered was way more fleshed out. It had a persona. The tone and style was exactly as I wanted it to be. You still have to do a lot of editing. You don't have to completely rely on AI. We are not at a stage where we can simply copy and paste. In order to differentiate yourself, you still need to do original research, especially on a topic which involves things like remote work. And AI still has the habit of hallucinating, so you need to cross-verify any facts or stats that it shares. So all of that editing work is still required. But what this tool allows you to do is get a better output from your AI. It basically removes the laziness or the sloppiness that we find in our prompts, and it makes your prompts way more optimized without you having to manually do anything. That's what this tool is useful for. And if you'd like to have optimized prompts anytime you use an LLM like ChatGPT or Gemini, then I would highly recommend this tool. Like I said, it's currently available at AppSumo for just $34, and at the time of doing this video, you still have 9 days left. So you can find the link in the description of this video to grab lifetime access to Pretty Prompt. That wraps up this demo of Pretty Prompt. I hope you found it useful, and I'll be back very soon with a new video.